Bingo! Dad! Mom! Dad! Bingo! Bluey! Bingo!
Holidays! Yeah, holidays! Mum, Dad, wake up!
Oh, hey, what?
We've made a sticker book of all the things we're going to do.
Don't forget, we've already got lots of fun stuff planned. You're going to play with Muffin at the park, see Grandad, and there's a trip to the beach.
Hey, Bingo, let's go play mermaids. Okay.
Hold your horses there, girls. Before you get to games, you have to clean up your toys.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, it's like a zoo down there.
That's because we were playing zoo.
Well, you can't argue with that. How about I help you?
Yes, please.
Good plan, gang. I'm gonna get a bit more shut-eye.
Hey!
This episode of Bluey is called Holidays. All right, let's round up these critters.
Oh, let's make it so the animals have escaped from the zoo. Oh, yeah, good idea.
Oh no! A lion on the loose! Quick, let's catch it! Wackadoo! Let's check the living room next.
Whoa, a penguin! Not sure what he's doing here in this Aussie heat.
Dad.
Nice one! The penguin is under control, slippery little fella. To the playroom.
Oh, a monkey with very lovely jocks.
Come on, little fella.
Cheese and crackers. There are critters all over the place. Let's get that spider first. Oh, phew. It's only rubber.
Good answer.
Quick, we need to save him.
Bluey, look. Can we play Keepy Uppy?
Yeah, of course. Give it to me.
Hooray, Keepy Uppy!
Remember, we've got to hit the balloon to keep it up in the air, and you can't let it touch the ground.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah!
Wackadoo! Come on, let's go play in the backyard. You guys are getting good at this.
I'm a Keepy Uppy expert. Yeah, this is easy.
Just remember to make sure the balloon doesn't touch the grass. You squirts are pretty good at this. Let's go again. Here we go.
Whoa!
The balloon! Oh no! It's floating through the window!
Ah, well, game over. Back to bed for the big blue guy.
No, we have to find it. Come on.
Which room did it go into?
With this house, who knows? Let's keep looking until we find it.
Yes, boss.
Okay.
Head upstairs and find that balloon. No balloon here.
let's go upstairs and find the balloon. It's not in here. It must be in another room.
There it is.
But how do we get to it?
We'll have to move stuff to get to it. Let's start by moving that stripy box in front of the pram.
It looks too heavy. I can help you.
If it's too heavy, maybe Dad can help you.
Or Mum.
Oh, good work. We're nearly there.
Whoa, that pram looks heavy. Might need an extra pair of muscles to help move it. Oh, way to go! Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, let's get that balloon.
Yeah! Ooh, what's this? Ah!
Hey, that's a picture of me when I was a kid.
In the olden days.
You mean the 80s? Yeah.
What's that drawing on the back?
Ha! No way! I'd forgotten about this. When we were kids, your Uncle Stripe, Uncle Rad and I buried some treasure and we drew this map so we could find it again.
It's a treasure map. Ooh, treasure! Can we go find it?
Well, this is only one piece of the map. We'd need to find the other two pieces from your Uncle Rad and Uncle Stripe so we know where to look.
Oh, girls, you don't want to spend your holidays looking for Dad's old junk.
Yes, we do. Please, please.
Well, maybe you can ask Uncle Stripe when you see him tomorrow.
Looks like we're going on a treasure hunt, Squirts.
Hooray!
Great job! You finished the episode. Now you can play Keepy Uppy. You found Dad's piece of map. Let's put the treasure map piece in your sticker book for safekeeping. The Healer House. Keepy Uppy.
Let's play Keepy Uppy.
One,
2,
3, 4,
5,
6,
7,
8, 9,
10,
11, 12, 13, 14,
15, 16,
17,
18,
19,
20, 1,
2,
3, 4, 5,
6, 7,
8,
9,
30,
1,
2,
3, 4,
5,
6,
7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
6,
7, 8,
9, 50, 1,
2, 3, 4,
5, 6,
7, 8, 9,
60, 1,
2, 3,
4, 5, 6,
7,
8,
9,
70,
1,
2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
80, 1,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9,
90,
1,
2,
3, 4,
5, 6,
7, 8,
9, 100!
What's up? Yo. What's up? So yeah, basically this is the first episode of Bluey, and you've already watched everything you need to watch today. So basically, that's it. So from this point on, you don't have to watch anymore because I don't know. There's no story. There's no storyline. It's just me doing sandboxy stuff. It's just me doing random stuff. So basically, I realized if you keep collecting toys, you can unlock headwear.
Hey!
Not hats? No, they're not
This is the
hats.
sticker book, you little scamps. Just imagine how it's going to look when you've filled it up at the end of your holidays. These are all the pieces of the map you've found. Select the map at any time to continue our adventure. You've unlocked these locations. We can travel to our favorite places from here. You can now go and find these collectibles in our house. Where do you want to go?
Oh, by the way, this game is so... I don't know, how do you call it? Family oriented? I like the family atmosphere. And for people that are born or grew up in broken families, this can be really healing, but I don't know. If you actually were born in broken families, I don't know, would this resonate? I don't know. There's no cartoon about single mothers. I don't know, maybe there are, I don't know, or single dads, I don't know. Or movies. There's one movie though. There's some movies, but I don't know, like in games and media and movies,
The treasure map.
there's still
The treasure map.
predominantly portrays whole families, like complete families. I don't know. How do you call it? Nuclear family?
The Healer House.
Oh no! Unbroken family. Whole family. A united family. I know the reason. I don't know what. Maybe like for kids that were born in broken homes, at one point it wasn't broken, right? It wasn't like. I mean, maybe some are born under single mother, but some were when they were born, the family was still there.
Yay!
But still whole, and then the parents get like separated when they are teenagers or before that. But like they do have memories of the family being complete. I mean like whole. So even if some kids grew up in broken families, they still have the memory of the family being whole. And I think that's hard because if you were born
Yay!
like with like single mother, you wouldn't have that grieving problem. Like you don't have to like grieve, like you don't have the sense of loss, because it was always like that. But like for kids that had to go through the change and like divorce when they're older, or like when they had to witness the family from complete to broken. I don't like that word. I don't like describing families as broken. I mean, it's just a different structure. You know, people have their own journeys, and if two people their energies don't, the frequency don't match anymore, they're not in alignment, their values aren't in alignment anymore, we shouldn't force them to be together. So it's not broken, it's just people move on and have different choices, right? So for kids that were born in entire whole families, and then the parents separated, this game can bring some healing, like, because I don't know, some nostalgia. I'm not saying Bluey's parents are getting a divorce. Oh my god. You know, it takes so much wisdom for two people to be together forever. I mean, some people just think, I love you now and we can be together forever without problems. Like, the marriage can just seal it. But people's lives are dynamic, and your connection is dynamic. So even there's, and people change and grow.
Yay!
And if one person is always, learning and growing and doing self-reflection, and the other one kind of stops or slows down with the self-development, their frequency will stop matching. at one point. And also you have to, if two people decide or like choose to be together, you have to have the mindset that, you know, there will be conflict. You know, that's just part of life. You can try to deny or avoid it, but you can't. It's just life. It's just a part of it. It's like you have a nose. You have a nose and you're pretending you don't. I mean, like, it's just part of it. It comes with life. Conflicts as well as good stuff. But like with relationships, no matter how much you love that person right now, conflict comes with it because it's just what it is. And you have to, before you get married or before you get into a relationship or whatever, you know, you don't, your mindset shouldn't be like, oh, I'll find the person that matches me, you know, 100%, so there wouldn't be any problems in the relationship. That's not the mindset to hold before you get into any connection, not just long-term relationship. It should be like, okay, I'll find a person that matches with my values, but you know, I know conflicts and, you know, misunderstandings might happen, but because I love them, I will hold the mindset of no matter what happens, I'm gonna grow and communicate and get through tough times. Now, if that person is worth your sacrifices, or do they trigger your growth, or do they motivate you to keep improving or becoming a better person? It's not, you know, people's lives don't just stay exactly the same forever. People, it changes. Everything changes. It's not like I'm not saying, you know, they change so much they stop loving you, or, you know, those changes, like they get into a different connection and they cheat. I'm not saying that, but yeah, that's a fact. That's absolutely a possibility, but I'm saying circumstances change and people change, hopefully for the better, but it's a mindset thing. You know, are they growth oriented? You know, do they do self-reflection? Do they play the victim and blame you for everything, and, you know, instead of growing? Or are they just completely avoidant, you know, like they just want to avoid drama, even though the drama factors is all over them, you know, toxic people,
The Healer House.
environment, work environment, family environment, and relationship, friendship dynamics, you know, just full of red flags and toxic people, and you're just turning a blind eye. Like, if I cover my eyeballs, I don't say it. I pretend it's not there, you know, the problem. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, but like, the tower moment is going to happen. Even if you delay, it's just so delayed. It's gonna be even worse of a tower moment when it all collapses. So like, my approach in life is like, if I don't like somebody, I tell them. You annoying and I don't want to talk to you anymore. I tell them everything. I tell them the truth, how I feel about them. I tell them if you're my friend as well. I tell them as well, you know, you something you do to me, you make me really annoyed. I tell you as soon as it happens. I don't know, I'm not suggesting everyone to be like this. I mean, like, some people just don't like conflicts. But if I see the tiniest problem, like, or the tiniest disrespect from a friend, or like, whatever, I'm like, yeah, let's talk about this. You know, you're doing this, I feel disrespected. Why you do this? Explain. Nah. I'm just like, I feel like there's misunderstanding. Let's talk about it, you know. And they don't like it. But we have to talk about it. Otherwise, you know, I can pretend what you said and what you did didn't affect me negatively. I can put up with it. But then I tried that in the past. I've tried. And the problem just keeps building up. And then like 2 years later, you tell that friend, like, you couldn't stand it anymore. And you tell him, oh, you know, you keep doing this. And this is making me really annoyed and frustrated. And they're like, why are you telling me that today? Like, literally, I've been doing this 58 times in the past and you never said anything. Like, why is it a problem today? Like, you're just being dramatic. You're overreacting and you're probably just having a bad day. You'll get over it. I'm like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. You know, if somebody annoys me, I tell them straight away. I don't put up with it. I love myself. I respect myself too much to put up with childish? No. Immature. You can be childlike and still sweet and kind and, you know, wonderful and, you know, curious. But immature is different, right? Immature is like you completely don't care about other people's feelings. You're just so selfish and self-centered, and you play the victim. You blame everyone else for everything that ever goes the way you didn't want them to go, and you never take accountability. Like, you don't want to be held accountable for your own actions. When you hurt people's feelings, you're like, you give 10 lies and 84 excuses. That's immature, right? That's not childlike anymore, you know. That's ridiculous. So you can, if you have a youthful soul, you can be childlike and innocent and kind and sweet. That's amazing. Those are good traits. But then being like ignorant and choose to play the victim And every lie is a choice. You know, people say, "Oh, I don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I did that because of this and that and all the excuses." No. You always have a choice. Lying is a choice. It's against the flow of the universal energy, and it takes a lot of effort to choose that path, to choose to lie all the time, you know. It's not easy. It's not going with the flow, with the direction of the flow, you know, of unconditional love and truth. You know, that's the truth. That's the direction of the universe, and you're swimming against the current. If you lie, if you deceit, if you be really like inconsistent, or if you hide things, you know, behind people's backs, you hide truth behind people's back, and if you find excuses that are completely just, you know, irrelevant, and that's not helping your soul's journey or growth or healing. That's just making dents on the soul even more, making shadows grow into covering the soul from you seeing, realizing, and remembering your light within you, and it's just clouding you even more. It's damaging, and you know. But I'm saying all that. I'm saying the universe loves redemption arcs. That's a big thing. The reason, you know, when we created the universe, light is the truth. Darkness, shadows are just, you know, the absence of light. What that means is shadows are not created. You know, disasters, all the negative stuff, emotions, blah blah blah. Those are the absence of light, and the, you know, fear, you know, anger, and you know, all the deceit, lies, all those negative traits of a person as well. Greed, pride, everything like that, you know. Those are not created, those are allowed. Therefore, those are illusions. You know, don't live on illusions. You know, don't run your life on illusions. Run your life on real fuel. You know, on truth, on what's actually tangible and real, which is light. You know, happiness, unconditional love. And people are like so scared to love deeper because they're like, I don't want to get hurt. But like, that's your fault. That's not the other person's fault. The other person is just being another person, and you choose to hold back your love from them, and you're like, I like them, but I'm just not gonna go full in, you know, I'm just gonna hold back my love to protect myself. That's weakness. That's not strong. That's not strength. That's not protection. Real protection is love with discernment. Okay, it's setting healthy boundaries. It's not fear. You know, your avoidant tendencies come from fear of getting hurt. That's not healthy boundary. That's not love with discernment. You know, making decisions out of love is so different from making decisions based on fear. You know, and maybe it looks, you know, similar on the outside, like I'm just having boundaries, yeah. But like it's essentially the energetic energy that's emitting, that's like sending out, the vibe is just off. It's just different, you know. And the heart, the heart is a very special organ. It connects not just this. It's not just rooted in this dimension. It's multi-dimensional organ. It, you know, you can get information downloading because it exists on higher dimensions. So follow the heart. It never lies. It never lies to you. It always have the best, your best interest at heart. And yeah, I'm trying to get that dog thing. I couldn't get it. Can somebody tell me how to get it? Yeah. So hard. Game's hard. I tell you that. I tell you, this game is hard. So basically, what am I talking about?
I feel so pretty.
What's love with this salmon is just be selective of what people and how long you spend time with. If somebody's draining you or somebody's value just doesn't match, and you keep spending time with those people, that's on you, bro. And if you feel like, oh, I'm so drained, I feel like I had a bad day, that's on you. And also, if you feel like, oh, I don't want people to take advantage of me, you set a boundary, then they wouldn't dare. If you love and respect yourself enough, and that's just who you are, they wouldn't. If you speak up, about how you feel about something, talk about misunderstandings, you just be more vocal about your feelings and your needs, and who dares not to respect that, if you respect yourself enough to speak it. Also, that's not to be mean to people, tell people to go away and stuff. That's different. You can do it lovingly. I love myself so much, but this thing you do is, really feel a bit off. What's your intention? Were you trying to mess with me? And then they're like, no, and then you talk it out, and you tell them, oh, yeah, don't do it again, it's, hurting my feelings, and then it's all good. And you can love deep but have healthy boundaries. Is not mutually exclusive.